How are you?
I'm Patrick.
Patrick Harry Stevens.
Harry Stevens.
I was Vice President for Student Affairs with Maryland.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that's for 19 years. So. Well, I wasn't all Vice President at that time, the last 10. I was Dean of Students and then, Vice President for Student Affairs. So,
The ESU community mourns the loss of a great friend, Dr. Harry Stevens. Harry grew up on a farm near Moline, Kansas, and was engaged in his community from childhood. In 1960, Harry joined a new community in Emporia State, then known as the Kansas State Teachers College, as a biology student. He earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in biology in 1965 and continued on to earn his Master of Science degree in counselor education in 1972. During his time as an Emporia State student, Harry was involved in many organizations on campus, such as the Study Abroad program, which took him to Iran in 1963. He acted as a leader in the Sigma Tau Gamma fraternity and was recognized as a member of the Blue Key Honor Society. After graduation, Harry joined the Hornet family as a member of staff, serving in various positions throughout the years, including Dean of Students and Vice President for Student Affairs, a position which he held for 11 years. As an ESU employee and a member of the Hornet community, Harry was a strong advocate for student success. Harry was respected by higher education faculty and staff across Kansas and beyond, says former Vice President for Academic Affairs Kayla Stroop. He left his mark on countless others with his positive attitude. After 60 years in higher education at over 5 different universities and systems, I found very few Harry Stevens. Throughout his career at Emporia State, Harry acted as advisor, mentor, and trusted guide for multiple groups on campus, including the Sigma Tau Gamma fraternity and the Associated Student Government. Randy Steinert, who worked with Harry as a student assistant to the Dean of Students and was a member of Sigma Tau Gamma, a fellow board member of Kansas Children's Service League and a lifelong friend, remembers Harry for his ability to help people do more. Harry was a wonderful mentor to me both professionally and personally, Steinert said. He taught me the art of diplomacy and compromise. He challenged me to listen and understand others' points of view before coming to a conclusion. Harry pushed me out of my comfort zone on many occasions, which made me a better person, employee, husband, and citizen. I appreciate the time Harry invested in me as a young man that molded me into the person I am today. Those who knew Harry described him as passionate and dedicated. Janet Shalonsky, longtime friend and fellow Board of Trustees member, said, "If you had a conversation with Harry, you would feel his passion and zeal for whatever project he was undertaking. He never wanted credit or to be the center of attention. He wanted to accomplish the goal." This passion created a legacy of positive change at Emporia State and in the Emporia community. During his tenure as the Vice President for Student Affairs, Harry was part of the development of the Student Recreation Center, as well as the Center for Early Childhood Education, which both serve students and the community to this day. Those who knew his work, though, felt his greatest legacy was the impact he had on those around him. William King, former ESU student and Director of Minority Affairs at ESU, remembers Harry as someone who understood and supported equality, diversity, and inclusion before it was fashionable, and was a mentor for so many brothers and sisters. King recalls that Harry saw promise in me that I didn't necessarily see in myself at the time. His dedication to the university extended well beyond his retirement from Emporia State. Harry continued his work with the fraternity, sat on the Foundation Board of Trustees, taught graduate classes, and supported student scholarships, including the establishment of the Harry L. and Sharon Sue Stevens Scholarship Fund. Off campus, Harry was a strong leader in the Emporia community, serving as a Kansas State Senator and acting as a leader in many organizations, including the Humane Society of the Flint Hills, the Kansas Children's Service League, Hetlinger Developmental Services, and the Friends of the Flint Hills Community Health Center. Harry was also instrumental in the renovation of the Emporia Granada Theater as treasurer of the Board of Directors. Harry received multiple awards and citations for his work, including the 2008 University Service Citation and the Emporia State University President's Award for the Common Good in 2015. These awards exemplified what those around him already knew. Harry was a person who had compassion for students and others and went above and beyond to assist them as a counselor, advocate, advisor, listener, and friend, said Marilyn Buckley, former co-worker and recipient of the Alumni Association University Service Citation. He was a caring person and went out of his way to assist people so they could have a better quality of life. Friends, loved ones, and beyond describe Harry as hardworking, dedicated, passionate, trusting, and truly one of a kind. Though he is no longer with us, the legacy of Harry Stevens lives on in the programs he built, the community improvements he made, and in the hearts of so many people who had the pleasure of knowing him. As friend and fellow Emporia Granada Theater board member Dwayne Hendrickson put it, the community as well as his friends and family will miss Harry Stevens, and we will all be thankful for the service and concern for mankind that Harry exhibited throughout his life.
Educators have a kind of immortality. They live on in the lives of the thousands of students they've influenced. And when you take an educator like Dr. Harry Stevens, someone who gave decades of service to Emporia State, he will be remembered by those students and also by his peers and by his colleagues. Dr. Stevens influenced so many people to dream big and to achieve their dreams. And we're so grateful for him for the decades of service to Emporia State. He will be remembered for many decades to come, truly achieving that immortality that only educators achieve.
There had to be some beauty someplace.